Hey, John Hickok here. Got a really special gun out here for you guys. This is a 18, almost said 19. This is an 1887. That's when this gun was made. 1887 Colt single action. More specifically, it is it's barely read it on the barrel there. It is a Colt Frontier 6-shooter, which is a designation that they gave to some of these single actions that were chambered in 4440. Because it's not technically an Army, a Colt single action Army, because it's not chambered in 45 long Colt. But if you want to, hear more of the history on that, you can go check out the Hickok 45 video or Google some of it. I'm not going to get into it too much. I mostly just kind of wanted to show you guys this really special gun. It has real ivory grips on it, which is really special. Of course, because you can't really get them anymore so much, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's still kind of neat. Really says a lot about the times also. I mean, it's crazy to think that when this gun was being hammered out and forged into its current state that you see right now, nobody was listening to any radios. They couldn't even drive a car to work. I mean, so incredibly long ago. I mean, about 130 years ago, this gun has looked basically like this. Had a finish on it, of course, at that time. It was color case hardened, and you can kind of see, right there, a little bit of the color case hardening left. Just a little bit of it. Of course, we got some black powder gunk. It's another thing about this gun. You can only shoot black powder in this gun because it has a black powder frame, which, as you can see here, you'll zoom back in for me, cameraman, and hit the screw right there, which means it's a black powder frame. Yeah, typically people will say anything, basically almost any gun. It kind of depends on what it is, really, but especially with Colt single actions before 1900, that you probably want to shoot black powder. There's a few exceptions, but this is a black powder gun. The steel was just not what it is today, and black powder is just not as hard on the steel. Obviously, or all the guns would have blown up back then. So, all right, let's load this thing up. I can't shoot it a million times or anything because it's so old, but it's kind of neat to get to shoot something like this. Because I mean, this gun was made in the cowboy era. The gunfight, the OK Corral, hadn't happened too long before this gun was made. It's just crazy to think. Wyatt Earp could have owned it. Okay. I've never shot this gun before in my entire life, so I'm not going to get too frisky with the shooting. I'm going to shoot shot at the stop sign first. And I just feel like I've got to shoot it one-handed, even though it's a little bit more difficult, because that's how they would have shot him back in the day. Alright, I'm told that this gun prints pretty high, so I'm going to aim at the bottom of it. Bam, got him. Can't see where it hit. Okay. Yeah, pretty high. I'm going to try the tombstone now. Kind of rude to shoot somebody's tombstone. There we go. Got him. Okay, pulling it just a little bit to the left. I'm going to try the cowboy. I'm going to put him under that tombstone. Got him too. Basically, all I can see as soon as I pull the trigger is a flash and just smoke everywhere. So I have no idea if I hit anything. That's something that you don't think about when you see the westerns. You got into a gunfight back in the black powder days. I mean, essentially after the first shot, you have like a ninja smoke screen, so you can just take one shot and then, the guy's just sitting there just shooting it where he thought you were the whole time, and you're just gone. Be a good strategy. All right, I think I've got at least one shot left. I'm gonna try to get that little red. It's like a little red tongue or something. I don't know what that is. Look at that, got it. I think that was it. Let's see, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I still got a shot left. I'm gonna shoot the cinder block. See what that does. I'm sure there were a lot of cinder blocks in the old West. I don't know, can't tell where that one went. Okay. Reload this thing. And of course, as always, go check out the NRA link in the description. If you haven't joined the NRA, please do that. Everyone has 1,000 excuses and conspiracy theories about the NRA, but you know, I ask you to do a little bit of research and a little bit of thinking about that. Not that you're wrong necessarily, but I choose to support the NRA because I understand that they are the largest voice that we have, while they may not always be perfect. Also, Bud's Gun Shop, budsgunshop.com. You won't find guns like this, but you'll find a lot of cool guns, cool prices. Appreciate them, of course. They always help us out. And Federal Ammo, appreciate Federal Ammo. You know, they supply us with pretty much all of our ammo except for black powder 4440. They don't have any of that for some reason. And also SDI, if you want to also have a career in guns, go check them out, sdi.edu. They got some cool stuff to offer over there. A career in guns, definitely, if you like guns, would be pretty awesome. That's what it's all about, you know, find something that you like to do. Sometimes you got to do something that's not so fun for a little while, but eventually that's what you want to do. You want to find something that you love, even if you have to take less money for it. It's always worth it. Okay. I am going to shoot at that iron skillet down there. I probably won't even be able to tell if I hit it or not, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, that seems like a very cowboy kind of target. Yeah, can't tell if I hit it. I think maybe I did. I feel like I see a fresh hole in it, but I don't know. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Okay, I'm gonna shoot that bowling pin right there. All right, I did shoot that bowling pin. Now I'm gonna shoot that other cowboy over there. And I did, that's exactly what I did. Got him in the knee. He won't be walking right for a long time. I'm gonna shoot that red tongue target again. All right, that'll wake up the old taste buds. Let's see, I'm gonna shoot this new circle we got here. Oh, and I missed it. Oh well. I guess I'll allow myself to end on a miss with this old gun. I don't want to wear it out too much. But as you can see, look at all that, look at all that black powder. That's a really neat sight. So something to remember next time you're watching a Western, you know, especially if it takes place in, you know, typically I think of the Western days, which is kind of weird to associate a location with a time period, I guess. But I usually think of like from post-Civil War till about, you know, maybe up into the 1890s. Now I know that things still looked like the West even beyond that, but that's, you know, kind of what I tend to think. And through all that time, they would have been shooting black powder. So most Western movies that you see take place sometime within that time period. So when those guys start shooting at each other, there ought to be a lot of smoke, and the guns ought to look really dirty. Of course, a lot of them are old black and white movies anyways, so it's hard to tell. But I don't know, it's kind of neat. I grew up watching Westerns my whole life, and it's neat to fire a real Colt single action made during that time period. The 1892 Winchester that we're all incredibly familiar with didn't even exist when this gun was being made, or at least not commercially. That's crazy. It's crazy to think how old this gun is. No one had the internet. No one had anything. They just had guns, horses, wood, sand, silver dollars. It's a cool time. Maybe we should go back there for a little bit and we might appreciate what we have a little more. All right. Anyways, I'll stop with all that. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later.